You can learn a lot from your auditions, and I'm here to help. Okay, so here's how to evaluate your past auditions. Not sure if you know this, but the first line of any script is the most important, specifically in commercial copy. It's like merging into traffic from an on-ramp. You gotta get up to speed to blend in. That first line is so important because it's what makes agents and casting directors and clients just perk up and listen from the get-go. And keep listening, or skip you altogether. And from the casting directors and producers that we've spoken to, that's actually the first 3 to 5 seconds. Waiting for an airplane to pass. So 4 things to listen for. Number 1, does that first line grab you? And I'm not talking if it was loud or anything technical. What I mean is, does it make you lean in? Does it make you tune in? Does it make you feel something and want to keep listening? If not, why do you think that is? Were you just warming up on the first line? Is it your grasp of the copy? Did you actually know what you were saying? Did there need to be more confidence, more empathy, more curiosity, more connection to the copy? Whatever it is, nail it down. And if you don't know how to listen for it, get into classes. Number 2, did it sound like you were reading? Or did you make the words come alive? If we're doing our job correctly, it should sound like we just came up with a script on our own. That is, it's our words, using their words. That's why in our classes, all our instructors and we always tell everybody, know what you're saying, know why you're saying it, and know who you're saying it to. And now we get it with number 3. How's the volume and sound quality? Yes, this is the technical. Make sure that your audition sounds good quality-wise. Make sure your editing is top-notch. Make sure your levels are set correctly. And if you listen back to your audition and it sounds a little boxy, maybe you need some sound treatment in that room. Casting and producers are probably listening through on their phone or laptops, maybe even in the car and not in a quiet space. So if the levels are too low, it doesn't quite work in your favor, especially if you have a softer voice. So there's that side note. Get your home studio treated right, as in sound absorption. Believe me, it's worth the investment and your auditions will sound that much better. If you're unfamiliar with that, we've got a home studio workshop coming up with Dan Friedman. I'll link it in the description if you need help with your home studio. Finally, number 4, compare the script and audition breakdown. Was there a job you really wanted but you didn't book? This will take some homework, but it'll be well worth it. Find that spot online somewhere. If you can't, maybe you can contact your agent and say, hey, was this made available? Then pull up the original script and breakdown and then your audition. Hopefully you kept it. Listen back to all of it. Can you hear any clues as to why you may not have been chosen? Was it because your voice just wasn't the right fit? Do you hear anything else that might have prevented you from being the final pick? Don't overanalyze it, but let this give you some insight. Because quite honestly, you may have done that audition perfectly and you were great. As I look back on my career and I've listened to a ton of auditions, there are some spots in my past that I really, really wanted. And when I listened back to my audition and then to the final spot, my audition was actually right in line with what they were wanting. So when that happens, even though I didn't book it, that gives me the confidence that I'm on the right track, making the right choices. Then there are other times when what they chose was much more confident or laid back, just like I do, except the guy's voice cut through the music a whole lot more. And that's just not my voice, and that's okay. What we're doing is gathering all this intelligence to help us when we audition for the future, and it will help. Let it empower you to take control of your voiceover career. I hope this helps. We're here to help equip, elevate, and inspire you in your voiceover journey. Thanks for watching.